Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worldly One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today we will going to discuss on one of the verses from the Theragatha. I hope that some of you have read, or some of you may know what is the Theragatha is. Theragatha is the book where all the enlightened monks, not all, but whose words has been recorded or whose words has been written down. These words, it's there after they become the enlightened, the spontaneous reply towards something special in the Dhamma. Some of the monks has mentioned how they have become the enlightened, what they were doing previously, and what changes their mind, and what they are doing now. Some of the practices, what they have done to achieve these things, that I was doing this particular thing, and with the help of Supreme Buddha, I achieved this. Some of the monk has mentioned properly beautiful Dhamma explanation, which motivates us to follow their footsteps. When you go to the monastery or a day-long retreat, and on that time, we've observed 8 precepts, and what we call imitating great arahants, I observe this 8 precept. So, what we are doing on that time, we are following or we are trying to live according to how the enlightened beings were on that time. So, we also try to read or try to understand this enlightened monks' art. Today, I'm going to explain the one of this Theragatha. This Bhante's name is called Sīlavattheragāthā. Sīlava. Okay, and as his name is, he has mentioned the same thing regarding his explanation is also that his name is Sīlava, and he also explains about Sīla, okay, the virtue. So what is the beauty of the virtue that Bhante has mentioned, and we're going to learn that. This stanza begins like this. Sīla mevi the sikheta, asmi loke susikhitam, Sīlang hi sabba sampatti, upanameti sevitam. One should train just in ethical conduct, for in this world, when ethical conduct is cultivated and well trained, it provides all success. Sīla mevi the sikheta. So, what we should do, we should learn about what is the Sīla is. In a various way, in a different way, what the Buddha is mentioned about Sīla. We should try to learn that. And then, in this world, whoever beings are, they also should practice the Sīla. Sīlam hi sabba sampatti. The virtue has all the wealth. Everything, success and everything can be gained from the Sīla. Upanameti sevitam. Who This success and happiness gains by that person, upanameti sevitam, who practice this virtuous behavior. So when, as a devotee, as a practitioner of Buddhism, when you have that, yes, I am following this virtue, I am following these precepts, so you should be happy. So I am worthy of gaining all the sampatti, all the wealth, all the fortune, success, because I am also following precepts. There is one of the meditation called Sīlanusati, means thinking the qualities of Sīla, thinking about our own virtue. So the person can develop the deep understanding from that. And this is also one thing that helps. So we should try to learn the Sīla, all the aspects, all the variations of that. And we will be able, or we will be worthy to have a success. Then the second verse says, Sīlaṃ rakheya medhavi. Who should keep the Sīla, or who is keeping the Sīla? Medhavi, it means clever person. Medhavi, it means wise person. Okay? Medhavi, it means the Panyava, the person who has the wisdom. That person is called Medhavi, the clever one. So Sīlaṃ rakheya medhavi. The clever person, the wise person, protects or preserves the virtue. Pathayano tayosuko. Because of protecting this virtue, practicing this Sīla, practicing this virtue, what he do? He becomes able to gain the three kinds of happiness. Pathayano tayosuko. Pathayano, it means because of this, on the benefit of that, three kinds of happiness he is gaining or is having. Pasansang, vittalabhang. So first one is called pasansang. Pasansang means praise. Praising. That others say, oh, this person is very good, very humble. The good words for such a person has been spread in this world. Or that person is very honest. He speaks only truth. He is the person who wants to escape from the samsara. Such a kind of words. His practice is very good. So the pasansam, the praise the person will get. Vittalabhang, vittalabhang, it means earning. Vitta means dhana, money or wealth. So the prosperity, we can say, or the wealth, we are become worthy of that. There is one sutta in a Digha Nikaya called Sīlavattheragāthā Sutta. In that Sīlavattheragāthā Sutta, the Buddha mentioned how someone can lose money because of not practicing the virtue. So the stealing, how that thing cause the difficulties, how someone can lose the money from that. Then there are the person who uses the wrong words, or the person who intoxicates himself, person who travels at night, persons who do the wrong things or engage himself in gambling. This way, how that person loses the money, it is mentioned there. So the person who protects the virtue, he get the prosperity, he gain the wealth, he preserves that. And the third one is called Pecha Sagge Pamodanam. Third one is, after that, this person goes to delights himself in heaven. So the three benefits of virtue this person gains, again, pasansang vittalabham cha pecha sagge pamodanam. First one is called praising, prosperity, and then delights himself in heavenly world. Next verse he says, Sīlavahi bahu mitte sanyamena digacchati dussīlopana mittehi dhansate papamacharam. The well-behaved have many friends because of their self-restraint. We associate such a friends. If you are a good person, what we do? We want to be a good person to associate with. We do not want who get angry, who is short-tempered, who hits someone, who steals someone, who cheats someone. We do not want such a person to be in our life if we do not have such intentions. So, when the person has the self-restraint, then because of this virtue, this person gets many friends. So if you have a good friends, good companions, you should be very happy. Oh, from the Sīlas, I am protecting a couple of things. I have a good friends. You know, it's not about showing up all the time at their doorstep. It's not about all the time to be there with them. No, not like that friendship. That friendship can change with the change of weather, with the change of the intent. No, friendship is something that you are there when they need it. So when you are there, when they are in a bad position, when they are breaking the precepts, that time, if you are there to protect them, that friendship is worthy. So, Sīlavantha said that Sīlavahi bahumitte, the virtuous person has many friends due to his self-restraint. Dussīlopana mittehi dhansate papamacharam. But one lacking ethics and bad conduct drives away their friends. So if person is not good, not well behaved, what happened? He cannot make a good friends. The thieves make the friends with thieves, you know. The drinking person or intoxicating one try to be a friend with intoxicating. But the good friend, who is a good one, who does not intoxicate, does not engage in wrong things, such a friends, they do not like to associate with this dussīla who does not have the ethics. Avarnamcha akittincha dussīlo labhate naro vannam kitting pasansamcha sada labhati sīlava. Sīlavantha says, Avarnam akittincha. What happened? The person who is not dussīlo labhate naro. So this person who is with the bad ethics, what happened? What he gained? Avarnam. Avarnam, it means people say bad words in front of him and on his back also. Ill-reputed. Akitti. Ill-reputed is akitti. You know, he's a popular in the bad words. Not good words does not spread about him. Who gained these things? Who gained these bad words? Labhate naro dussīlo. Who is not practicing ethics, such a person gets this akitti and avarnam. But sada labhati sīlava, what? Vannam kitti pasamsamcha. The person who conducts, whose conduct is ethical, always has a good reputation, fame, and praise. These things, these persons develop that. So, if someone is praising about someone's virtue, remember this person Means you also delights in the virtue. That thing we should remember. Then, Adi Silang Patithacha. This is very beautiful verse. Adi Silang Patithacha Kalyanang cha Matukang Pamukhang Sabbadhammanang Tasma Silang Visodhaye. What the Bhante said here, Adi Silang Patithacha. Ethical conduct, it is starting point and the foundation. Everything in this entire Buddha's dispensation is with the help of, based on this ethical conduct, virtue. What does the Buddha's teaching is? Saddha. Saddha, what it does? Saddha is providing or leading our life toward virtue. Saddha leading our life toward generosity. But generosity becomes greater when the person is virtuous. See, everything is based on virtue. Buddha says the three things person has goes to heavenly world. And the most important one is called virtue. Virtuous person goes to heavenly world. Saddha, Sila, and Panya. These three things is required for going to heavenly world. There is a Sumana Sutta. In that Sumana Sutta, beautifully explained by Supreme Buddha, or she mentioned that the two peoples are equal in faith, equal in virtue, and equal in understanding of Dhamma. But difference are there. One is generous, one is not. And they both go to heavenly world. What will be the result? And Buddha says, because of Saddha, because of virtue, and because of the understanding of Dhamma, this both person will go to the heavenly world. But difference will be, one who practices generosity will have more comfort and more luxurious life. That difference. And that difference is also made because of the virtuous behavior. So remember, Adi Silang Patithacha. Previously, first, we should establish ourselves on Sila. Kalyanam cha Matukam. This Sila is mother of all the goodness. Not everything is start from the Sila. If someone wants to protect, like a simple thing, we are as a person, if we want to live happy life, what we do? We want to live happy life, then we clean ourselves. We build our good home. We find a good job. We do all the good things. We go to exercise, we practice meditations, all kind of things. For what? To keep ourselves happy. We enjoy in these worldly things, to be happy. So the happiness is the key thing in there. In the same way, virtue is the key thing for all the good things. Everything you want to do good in this world, it begins with the virtue. If any thief steals something from someone, and then that person practices generosity, there will be the generosity, there will be the good thing he has doing, but there will be the bad conduct. What he is conducting, that we should also understand. So, if the prosperous person, if the virtuous person practicing Sila, then everything is good. So, Kalyanam cha Matukam, it is a mother of all the good things. All the Kalyana, it means well things, good things. Pamukham Sabbadhammanam. Pamukham Sabbadhammanam. Pamukha, it means leader. Leader of all the Dhammas. Tasma Silan Visodha. What this Sila is, Sīlavattheragāthā mentioned beauty or the most good things in about Sila. This Sila, what it does, if someone establish, Kalyanam cha Madhu, that person is the mother and the head. This Sila is kind of mother to that. Pamukhan Sabbadhammanam. It's a leader or the head for all the good things. Tasma Silan Visodriye. Such a virtue, such a ethic, we should purify, protect such a things, we should keep there. Velacha Sangvaram Seelam. What the Bhante say? Velacha Sangvaram Seelam. Chittas Abhihasanam. Titham cha Sabba Buddhanam. Tasma Seelam Visodayo. What the Bhante explains here, Bhante says that ethics provide a boundary and resistance. Velacha Sangvaram Seelam. Chittas Abhihasanam, and enjoyment for the mind. Velacha Sangvaram Seelam, it means person who previously or before anything happened bad, means before engaging ourselves in bad or developing the bad habits, before such a things, if we practice the Sangvara Sila, that thing means like before happening any regretful things in our life, because regret is something that always follows, it follows us behind. Oh, I have done something wrong, because it's not easy to overcome the regrets. So before this, all the regretful things, if someone previously and before that is happening, if someone protects this sila, that helps chittas abhihasana, to the enjoyment of mind, to the calm of self, to see the beauty of that. That is the thing is happening to Titham sabba buddhanam. Titham, it means the reverence place, the worshipable place, the greatest form. Tirtha, it means sacred places. Tirtha, when we say Tirtha, Titham sabba buddhanam, the virtue is a sacred place for all the Buddhas. It has it, the fort where all the Buddhas cross over. Or you can say in that meaning also, or you can say every Buddha has shown this reverence of Sila. There is a 10 paramitas, the completement of that to become a Buddha. There is also one is called Sila. When the Buddha becomes a Buddha, before proclaiming himself that I am a Buddha, what the Buddha do? He see in this world, if anyone is greater in virtue than him, anyone is greater in wisdom, then he said, okay, no one is there, then I will be observing, or I will be made this knowledge or this Dhamma my teacher. So Ittang sabba buddhanam tasma silang visodaye. Such a virtuous behavior we should purify and protect. Then further it said, Silang balang appati mang. This sila is a very strong power. There is no such a power as a virtue. There is no such a power as a virtue. Matchless power. Nothing. You cannot compare with that. Seelam avudamuttamam. Avud means weapon. So, ethic is the ultimate weapon. Nothing is compared to that. Nothing can breach this weapon. Seelam, Seela, Mabharanam Settam. It's the best ornament, means the best medicine. This virtue is Seelam Kavacham Mabhutam. Kavacha, it means the vest or the coat, armor, uh, bulletproof jacket kind of way, in modern words, So the Sila is like that, like a bulletproof jacket. Nothing can breach, nothing can damage it, such a thing. That is the beautiful thing is mentioned here. Silang balang appatimang. The power is uncompared. Nothing, no power is like that. Simple words. Angulimala Bhante goes and said to that lady who was suffering in child labor. What the Bhante goes and says? Bhagini, sister, since I born in this world, since I born in this noble birth, knowingly I haven't killed any living beings. This is the truth. By the power of this truth, you may get well and your child may be happy. Simple words. And the result of that, as we pour the water from the jug, is there any resistance? No. In the same way, this mother who was suffering for a long time for childbirth, because there was no cesarean on that time, there was no any medical provider or easing or calming. And most of time people has to give the natural birth, or most of the kids died that time. But this truth, Angulimala Bhante goes and said, since the birth of this noble life, I have not killed. That truth, because that is a Sila. Panatipata, Veeraman. Panatipata Veeraman. He said, I am not killing anyone. And that is the truth. And this mother gave a birth as we pour the water from the jug without any resistance. She also gave without any difficulty. The birth was beautiful. Kid was very happy. See, that is called Silang Balang Appatimang. There is no equal, there is no such a compared to, uncomparable power is called Silang. Silang Avudamuttamam. Avud, it means weapon. Ultimate weapon is ethic. Ultimate. You can fight with anyone. Anyone. The monk, there is a beautiful verses that it says, when the young monk who refuse to Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha, observe Sila and practice meditation, he is doing battle. He is fighting the war with the Mara's army. That is, you may have heard it. What is the power that he has? He has the power of virtue. He is fighting with the greatest of all the things. He is the fighting with the king of all the worlds, not the one world of king. Like Trayantis Devta has a one king, like a Yama Devta has a one king, like Brahmas have a one king. He is the king of all the world where the karma, where the sensual pleasure exists. He is the king of all. The person fights with him with the power of virtue. When the Buddha sat down under the Bodhi tree, and when the Mara came with his whole army, what happened? He said, Mara said, "Oh, Samana Gautama, rise up from that seat. That is mine." And everyone in his army says, "Oh, yes, 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 it is a Mara's army. It is his seat. You should rise up." Everyone was that. They give, yeah, we know. But for the Buddha, no one was there. He put his hand on this earth and he says, "This earth knows that I have completed the paramita. This earth knows that I am a virtuous, I am worthy for these things." And this earth trembles on that time. Then Mother Earth came and he said, "Yes, I am the proven of that." Where this power came? Ultimate weapon. No one can harm such a thing. That is called Avudamuttamam. Sila Mabharanang Settam the best ornament. Why we use ornament? To keep ourselves happy, healthy. What this says? This sila keeps our mind happy. This sila keeps our mind pure, without regret, without remorse. The virtuous person doesn't have any regret, doesn't have any remorse. There is no saying, oh, I haven't done this wrong thing. No, because the virtue has that power also. Silang kavacham uttamam. When the Mara was there, they were throwing him the stone, they were throwing him the weapons and everything. And as soon as they reached to the Buddha, it transformed into the flowers. So this kavach is not wear only on chest. This kavach has the whole protective layer, which changes the worldly things. Silang setu mahesakko. Silang setu mahesakko. Setu, it means bridge. Okay, from we want to cross the river or we want to cross something. So there is a call that they build a bridge. So Silang is a bridge for the mahesakko, the person who want to develop what the mahesakko. It means the wealthiest one. The mighty mahesakya. The person enjoys in the very worldly good things, the highest amount of the things that they have, the wealthiest, the most achieved one. So mighty, you can see. So the sila is the bridge for the become a mighty. Silam gandho anuttaro. There is no scent can surpass the sila. It's unsurpassed center is the sila. There is a beautiful verses in Dhammapada. That Dhammapada verses is said regarding Mahakashyapa Bhante. When this God Sakka tries to offer him the food, and that time Supreme Buddha says these beautiful words in Dhammapada that others scent or the Tagara Chandana has a fragrance which travels only in one direction. But the Sila Sugandha, it travels in the all direction. There is no directions it cannot be gone. So the Sila has that beauty. Sila's fragrance is beyond anything, beyond anything. So this is the beautiful thing. Then Silam Vilepanam Setam. Vilepana, it means the cosmetic thing that we applies, the coating. If someone wants to look beautiful, the foundation or the creams, what we use, the moisturizing things or all these things we look, those are called vilepana. We put up above a powder, what we use, those are called vilepana. Okay, so makes us more fragrantful or utilized as a perfume, you can say. Silang vilepanam settam. So the best perfume or best coat is a sila. Best thing we can do. Yena vati diso disam, which travels in all the direction, floats from place to place. There is no one direction is that, oh, the wind is going from here to there, then only this fragrance will go there. No. It travels all the directions. It means this direction, you can say the one understanding that it doesn't need the person who understands only you. No. This good nature of your will travel in all things. In your enemy also appreciate that. Your friends will also appreciate that. Other religious people will also appreciate this, your virtue. And the people who are with you, they will also appreciate. Heavenly beings also looks toward your virtue. So, disang, it doesn't mean only just direction wise, but as a person wise also. If you are a good person, because there in this world, there are various people follows the virtue and various religions we can find. If your conduct is good, then other religious people will also appreciate, oh, that person is very honest. They cannot say this person is a cheater. No. Why? Because the ethics what you put. So it goes from religion to religion. No one can stop that. That is called disorder. It goes above beyond these people. Even someone hates you, if someone has a quarrel with you, they will say very bad things toward for you, but they will never accuse that you are a thief, you are a liar. They cannot say these things. Why? Because of your virtue. They can say, oh, because of him, I befall on something bad. It is not his, they know bad those things. It is not because of you, but because of themselves. But still, they cannot accuse you of your virtue. They cannot say that. Why? Because the virtuous thing. What we follow these ethics, due to that. Yena vati disodisam travels in all directions. Your friends will praise. Your enemies will praise. Your religious people will praise. And someone who is opposed of your religion, they will also say, oh, this person, you are doing good thing, good conduct, that things. Yena vati disodisam, it travels in all directions. Sīlam sambala me vaggang. Sīlam patheya muttamang. Sīlam setto ativaho. Yena yati disodisam. What says? Sīlam sambala me vaggang. Ethics are the best provision. What it does mean? What is the provision? Sīlam patheya muttamam. Patheya, it means that you take to the journey, like when you are traveling, what you carry? You carry, first you see if you have clothes or not. You see your bag is there or not. You see there is a ticket, what you have bought or not. You see in your account or in your card if there is enough money or not. What are those? These are all provisions. So when you are traveling, so the best when you are traveling, what is the best? Sila is the best thing to travel with. There is one God asked from the Supreme Buddha, Kinsu yava jara sadhu. He asked, Kinsu yava jara sadhu. Bhante, what is the good to protect for until old age? What is the good to protect, preserve in old age? Buddha says, Silam yavajara sadhu. Up to old age, what you should be protecting? You should preserve, protect the sila. Here, Silam sambalameva gang. Silam patheya muttamam. Patheya, it means food. What you carry when you are traveling. Okay? So, when you are going there somewhere or you're simply that Linda's mother is traveling tomorrow or today, what she will take? She will carry the food also with her. Or you're going to there, mommy, take this jar of this butter or jar of this candies, fruit, give it to your relatives there, such a things. So when you're traveling, that way too. Earlier time, there was no restaurants. There was no eating places more. So when the people are traveling, they take their food with them. I'm going to that. I will need 2 days. So I will take the 2 days food with me. So the 2 days food they take. That food is called patheya. You can eat wherever you are hungry. It is called patheya. So patheya, sila and patheya muttamam. In this world, the sila is the best food to have on your journey. Silang setto ativaho. This Sila is the best vehicle in all Yena Yati Disovisan, which travels in all directions, which travel from places to places. So where the Sila travels takes you. Sila takes you to the human world. Sila takes you to the heavenly world. Sila takes you to the Brahma world. Sila takes you to the enlightenment. Everywhere you can go by Sila. Everywhere. Sila is the thing. This is the vehicle. That's why the Sila is a vehicle. So Sila takes you everywhere. Then say, Ideva nindang labati pecha paye cha dummano sabbatha dummano balo sile suasamahito. It is then mentioned that Ideva nindang labati. The person get criticized here in this life. Pecha paye cha dummano. After goes to the hell world or suffers pechapai after in apaya suffer chadummano, who has wrong intentions, who has a wrong ethics, who is yes so pechapaya chadummano sabbatha dummano balo. This is sabbatha everywhere. The dumbala, it will be fall into these things. Silesu asamaya, such a person who is not properly practicing Sila. Because of not practicing Sila, this person will suffer everywhere wherever he goes. Ideva nindang lavati. In this life, this person will criticize, and then after departing, this person, he goes to the bad destinations, falls in that. Sabbata dummano balu. This fool, this person is unhappy everywhere, wherever he goes. Goes to the hell world and he suffers there. Goes to the animal worlds, he suffers there. This unvirtuous person comes back to the human world, and because of that, he suffers. In a Chulakamma Vibhanga Sutta, it mentioned there, the person who has a small lifespan, he has killed beings. Because of that, he has. If someone has a short lifespan, that person suffers. Someone has harmed someone, that person will have a sickened body. Someone is stole something, he will be beggar. The suffering is there. So, this fool who does not protect Sila, wherever he borns, he will suffer. Sile swasamahito. Ideva kitting lavati. In this world, this person get praised. Pecha saggecha summano. After, he will reborn or he will enjoy the heavenly world. Sabbatta sumano dhiro. Wherever this person goes, this virtuous person goes, he is happy. He is restrained, he is protected. Sile sususamaito, who has undertaken, who has practiced unsteady ethics, proper ethics, to be protected ethics, such a person. Sila mevaidha agam panyavapana uttamo manussesu cha devesu sila panyanato jayanti. Sila mevaidha agam. In this world, that is the foremost, the greatest, is called a Sila. Everything. If you have a virtue, even you don't have anything else, the virtuous person will be greatest of all. Always keeps you in front row. Panyavapana uttamo, wiseness, the wisdom will be his. Wisdom will be his. The greatest wisdom is he has possessed. Manussesu cha devesu. In the human world, or in the heavenly world. Sīla Panyanato Jayanti. The virtuous and wise people will win the all. He will take jay. He is the winner in the human world and heavenly world. Sīlavattheragāthā said these beautiful words. These are the Theragatha of Sīlavattheragāthā. Isn't this beautiful? The noble enlightened monk has praised the virtue in which there is no words beyond this we can explain about Sīla. In such a way, the Bhante has expressed this. So remember, if you practice the Sīla, these are the beautiful things you will gain from it. If you are practicing Sīla, you will be the winner of human world and heavenly world. If you are practicing of Sīla, what? You can travel everywhere because this is the best vehicle. Your fragrance will be travel everywhere because the foremost fragrance, perfume, is the Sīla. If you are a virtuous one, it means, what it means? It means that all the good things, because Sīla is the mother of all virtue, mother of all the good things, everything you will get from this Sīla. Okay, so may this Sīlavattheragāthā's Theragatha be helpful for all of us to develop this virtue, develop this ethical conduct. May this sutta be helpful for all of us to gain the strength to practice this ethic. May we realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautam Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Anything you want to ask? I think there is nothing to ask in this virtuous, this is beautiful things. I was, like 2 days, I was thinking of this Sīlavattheragāthā. And yesterday I bring it because in a couple of days I haven't read. So I thought this will be good thing to read. And I was enjoying myself while I was reading. So I thought you also get enjoyed like this. It is really beautiful. If you are in an isolated place and just read it, even in English or even in Pali, if you read, it's beautiful. Every time you read, you will feel peaceful because each and every one of you has this good intention in your mind. You are practicing Sīla in extent. You are practicing that. And this is the praising of you. If you're doing something good, like in school, you are doing good and your teacher praise you in front of your parents, how you feel? You feel proud, your chest feels up. I am doing these things. Oh, teacher is saying about me. And sometimes we laugh also, shy also because nature. Same thing you feel when you read this because this is things it's regarding us. Okay, so enjoy this series. Okay, that's all for today. Then.